Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Old School with you here. And we're going to take a look at the finished now Green Goblin Labratory. And apparently he doesn't want to wait to get started. Alright, here's the photograph that this is all based on, and it's in this room. That's all that I really had to work with. So as you see on the one side there on your right as you enter the room, you've got the cryo chambers. On the left, you've got some computer stuff going on there. And you can see there's another room all the way in the back, but that's as much information as I had. And you can tell there's some tech stuff happening in there. So if we go ahead and bring this picture all the way to full screen so you can see it in more detail. That's pretty much what I was looking at, and I'm going to roll from there with it. So everything after this is basically speculation. And that brings us back to where we are right now. So let's go ahead, without any further ado, and take just a quick walkthrough. I put some scientists in here. I've turned off all the music in the background stuff because I'll be using this as a set piece. And I'll add all my sound effects and stuff like that after the fact, but I would like to have the actual game ambiance going on without the music to screw things up. I left this and made it basically into a computer screen because I just like the fact that you've got this digital stuff popping up there, and you get the warning signal every 30 seconds or so, I guess. If you're lucky, you catch sometimes the scientists are actually here at the keyboards messing with the buttons and stuff. There goes your warning. Gets angry with those warnings, you know. So just added some basic stuff around here that I thought would fit the lab. We got a hazmat guy who's stationed up there. Doesn't have an exciting job, but you know what? He's got a job. And then eventually we go to the roof to access the Dish o' Doom. So here we are on a rooftop in the city. There's the Avengers Tower. And I didn't complete it up here because, quite honestly, again, for what I'm using it for, I just need to get in the camera angle the shots that I need. And that's why I don't need all the rest of that. But you saw how the sky dome changed. Well, that's something we set up in the elevator. So I'll go through all the basics of this. It's not complicated. I did it. It can't be. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to go back down here in the elevator, and then the top comes up right about there. And that's just to make sure that everything is kept separate. So far as the decorating and stuff, I think I'll leave that to you guys and your own imaginations, however you want to do it, if you're building one of your own. What we did here that might require a little bit more explanation is on the frame, I wanted to make it thinner than a full block. So basically all I did is put in some path creators, and then I hooked up the blocks, and then I just nudged them over instead of a full block because that would have took it out to here, and then this one would have been out to here. You'd have had no visibility of the screen as I wanted it. So basically I just made them half blocks all the way around. Again, there's another path creator up here for the top ones, and that's all you do for that. Elevator, pretty simple. Try to see if I can grab the floor panel here. We've got an up and down, side by side. I just keep it simple that way. It's much faster, I find, and gives me less trouble. The bow tie guy. What's up, buddy? How you doing this morning? So this path creator here will bring you up when you press the button here. It activates it. So the paths, of course, start out both off. When you press this one turns on. At the end of the path, your platform will shift to this path, but also it's off until I touch this button, and then it turns it on. In both cases, when you reach the end of the path, you want to make sure that the other path is off. Otherwise, it's just going to do a loop. And the only thing that should turn it on is the actual press of the button, which in my case does a few other things. So the button also will turn off the music for both sky domes because they're going to change. And what changes them from down here, because now when we go up, you're going to see it's going to be a city theme. And I think I have it on the second point, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. So that when I hit this point here, it's going to automatically change the Sky Dome as well. It also launches the removal of this metal plate, which is just put on there by a replayer. So basically it's going to clear the replayer. Simple. And that's how we do all that. All right, let's see if I can get back inside here. Always a challenge. Down here I put in a target area, which only job I believe it has is to hit a start button. And this button here basically is going to clear all the replayers so that when you want them to do their thing, they're ready to go. If you don't do that first, then they're never going to work. Alright, so let's get back inside real quick. There we are. So again, right now we're looking at the Stark's Sky Dome, and that's giving us the warning screen. It's kind of cool that way. And then as we go the elevator again, once it hits about halfway up, it's changing the Sky Dome, and now we've got the City Sky Dome, and it almost seems like you've been in two different places, even though you really haven't. And now we're up on top of the roof, and we've got the controls here, which eventually will get hooked up to this satellite dish or radar, however we want to call it or look at it. We can add some special effects as well. And once you go here, it starts maybe humming, or maybe some smoke comes out, or whatever you want to do. There will be some stuff happening is all I can really tell you at this moment. I went with this for two reasons. Number one, I thought it looked pretty cool for the piece. Number two, it's just so much easier to deal with these elevator doors than having to make logic ones. So yeah, that's pretty much the final product here that we're looking at. And again, I can't tell you how much I like the screen idea and using the Sky Dome as a computerized screen. So I'll probably put in some sound effects, computers in the background kind of stuff. Kind of like in this area over here, we got some nice strobing lights to make it look official. And that's the door of doom. It never actually opens. It's just there. Alright guys, well hopefully you like this. This one's short because there really wasn't much to show. It was a build that anybody can do whatever way they want. Of course, I've shown you guys in the past, and several other people have as well. If you need to put these interior pieces on the wall, generally speaking, you have to move the wall away first, put the pieces up, and then connect the wall to the piece. And that's how those got up there. And the logic, we just kind of went through all the logic. It wasn't anything too terribly difficult. We did have to connect some pipes up there, and there was a path creator being used on this side here. Oh, I think it's in the tank. But again, very basic stuff at this point in time. Thank you, Bowtie Guy. I appreciate that. Appreciate you popping on early this morning. We are going to be switching gears here. The next stream I do is going to probably be the Aladdin build based on Papa H's 2D side-scroller, which normally I'm not a 2D side-scroller person, but that game just reminded me so much of the old Aladdin game, and it's got me wanting to do it. And once that's done, then I'll just bring it into my Tron hub, and it'll be a video game that you can play when you go into my Tron hub. So, all right. Well, thanks for checking this out. Appreciate your time. Bowtie Guy, you have a great day, and everybody else, I'll catch you real soon when we come back doing some more Disney Infinity, and we'll probably be under construction until then. See you real soon.